Hi, in this session, we are learning to practice handwriting some letters just like we did last week. We're going to go through the same way of doing it. You will need to practice with me. You will need your writing book. Again, you might like to open up to the same page if you have some space on it, as you did the letters from last week. You only need 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, or you might like to choose to go to a new page. You will need, of course, a pencil and to follow along with me. So you might want to pause me to get your things ready and then come back to me. All right, our first letter I'm going to revise over from what we did last week. It is the letter C and the sound is K. So what I want you to do is first watch me. I'm going to think about the starting position. It is, if I have a look at my handwriting cat, it is a body letter or a shorty letter, as you might have heard it explained too. So it's only going to go up to the dotted lines, but for today I'm just focusing on the baseline so everyone can follow along easily. Okay, it's going to start here. It's going to go slightly up, down to the baseline, and around. Now, as I do it, I should say K. So say the sound as you do it. I'm going to do it once more, and then you can follow along with me. Starting position. I want you to have a try. If you need to pause me to have a try, that is fine too. Your turn. I'm going to do it again. My turn, then your turn. This time I'm going to look away as I do it to make sure I have got the action correct. Place my pen down. I'll look at you. Oh, that's a good one. That's because Miss Hawkins had lots of practice over the years. You have a try. Okay, the next letter I am going to do is I'm going to turn my letter C into the letter O. I'm going to have the same starting position. Again, it is a body letter which goes up to the first dotted line, but we're not focusing on the lines right now. I'm going to go up, keep it as a body letter, down to the baseline, and back up. You can see my starting position. I start and then I stop. I don't have to go over anywhere on that letter twice. So I don't have to retrace anything. It just starts and stops. Okay? I'm going to try it once more and I'm going to say the sound that it makes. O, O. You have a try. I'm going to try again. O, O. You try. And lastly, place my text down on the board or your pencil down on the page, and I am going to trace and do it without looking. O, O. Oh, I did a pretty good one. But you can see that my starting position isn't the best because it's right up the top and it needs to be over here. Like if you're looking at a clock, it's about 1 o'clock. Okay? But as long as you actually start going in the same direction, you should be happy with that. Now, our third letter is actually using the O to make a new letter. What? I'm going to start the same position and to go around the body and tail letter, this one. G. So the O part is the body. The tail is when it comes up to the top, just like the letter O, and then it traces below the baseline and hooks over. I'm going to do it one more time for you, and then you can have a try. G. I want you to have a try. Remember to pause me if you need to. I'm going to do it again for you. Good. Now remember, my starting position is here. You have a try. And lastly, I'm going to place my pen on the board, or my texture on the board, and I'm going to do it without looking to make sure I understand how the direction goes. Good. Again, not my best one. Of course that's going to happen because you're not looking at it, but I did get my direction right, so I am happy with that. Now my last letter for you to practice is similar, but it's got an extra little part to it. It actually starts here. It does go the same way. It is our E, Eddie, E. So this is the letter name E, and as I write it, I'm going to say E, 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 E. Now again, it is a body letter right next to the body of the cat, or a shorty letter. And it will go up to the dotted line. If you have a dotted line on there, it will go up towards there and then down to the base line. But remember, we're just focusing on getting the direction right and our letters nice and neat today. I'm going to try again and then you're going to have a go. So starting here, go around, E, E. You have a try. You should have had a chance to do it by now. Let's go again. E, E. You try. And lastly, I'm going to place my pen down, my texter, going to go around without looking. E, E. Oh, again, Miss Hoggins had lots of practice. You try. Next, you're going to go on to Seesaw, and just like last week with the cars, you're going to choose the ones that have those sounds. You're going to trace over the letters. I'll quickly show you one more time. This task is just the same as last week. However, we have the letter O, G, and E. The reason for this order is we started O first, and then the O is used to form the G, and then E has a similar direction. Again, you'll need to take the tool to be able to pick up the car. Orange, that starts with the letter O and an O sound. Trace around, O. Place down on the road. Find another one. Octopus, that starts with the O. Trace around and place here. After you've traced around all of the pictures and the cars that have the O or O sound, I actually want you to take the pencil tool today and show that you have traced around it carefully yourself. So then you would move on to the G and the E and press the tick button to send it back to your teacher.